Okay, so we just figured out how to get this. It kind of took us a long time to do that, but we learned a lot by doing it. Okay, now we want to use this kind of similar technique. That is, we're going to put in a logical vector into the age variable, and based on that, whether it's true or false, we're going to recode to get young, young, and it's actually they're all going to be young, but we're going to do something like that now. So last time we put in this logical variable, and the only time that we made a change was when age was equal to 99, and in that case we set it to NA. So the only time that this inside was true was when age was equal to 99, so that's the only value in this age vector that we set to NA. So now we want to do something similar to assign elder, middle-aged, and young. So going back to our Excel example, when do we want to call someone elder? We're going to use this cutoff value of 75. So how do we do that in R? So I have this one, but I don't want to set it to NA. I want to set it to elder. Okay, but I don't want to send it. This is not the right condition. So what's the condition that I want? I want when age is greater than, I think greater than or equal to, or just greater than 75. So I just do this. 75. Whoops, wrong. Greater than 75. Okay, so I could just do that. I'm just going to copy this. But before I do that, let's just see what this inside part looks like. Just that part, just to verify that this is the right thing to do. So what does this give me? It says when are the ages greater than 75? Well, they're never greater than 75. So what am I going to get? I'm going to get false, 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 NA. I think it's going to give me NA, right? False, 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 NA. Okay? So if I put that false, 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 NA into here, then the only time that I'm going to assign elder is when it's true, which actually never happens. So I'm never going to assign age to elder. Right. By the way, they're working directly on this variable. I created a new variable here, right? Age nominal, but they're just transforming the actual age variable. Okay, so anyway, if I run this, I haven't actually, if I check it, it's still, nothing has changed except the NA. Why is it write it like that? I'm not sure. But, okay, that's NA. Okay, so now, how about middle-aged? How do I do that? So in Excel, I didn't have to sort of repeat. I just said if this one is greater than or equal to 55. I didn't have to say if this one is greater than or equal to 55 and it's less than 75, because in the Excel syntax here, that's understood. So you don't have to write that. But I actually have to write it in R. That is, when do I want to make call someone middle-aged? If they're greater than or equal to 55 and less than or equal to 75. So I have to write that. So I want to, okay, let's check this one and see just what this part gives. Actually, I need to write the whole thing, but just what this gives. So what does this give? False, 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 NA. Okay, let's see, what does this part give? So that was when are they greater than 55? The answer was they're never greater than 55. Now, how about this one? When is this? When is this going to be true? When is age less than or equal to 75? So that's always going to be true except for the NA. So it's always going to be true. Okay, so this one creates this vector, and this one creates this vector. Now I want to say what? I want to do something when age is greater than 55, greater than or equal to 55, and less than 75. Well, age is always less than 75, but it's never greater than 55. But I want both of those conditions. And when you want both conditions to hold, you have to put and this is how you put and. This is the and operator. I think we said that. Yeah, we said that here. We said or is this, but and is this one. So if you have two vectors, logical vectors, and you put and together, you're saying they both have to be true in order for the result to be true. So, but this result is always true, but this result is never true, and this result is always true. So when are they both true? Never. They're not ever both true, right? Never. No case of age. So if I type this, I'm saying, let's try this. If I write true and true, I think this works, I get true. So if both sides are true, then and you put and in between them, you get true. But if I write true or, how do I do or again? Like that. True or, well, let's try true or false. Okay, true or false. So when is that going to be true? If either one is true, then this whole statement is true. And how about if I do true and false? So if this side is true but this side is false, and I say both, then I'm saying then it's not true. For example, if I say today is Monday and today is Tuesday, so maybe it's true that today is Monday, but then it's not true that today is Tuesday. So what about if I say today is Monday and today is Tuesday? Is that true or false? That's false, right? So if one of them is false, and you say the first one and the second one together using and, then that statement, that resulting statement, will be false. Okay, but if I said today, suppose today is Monday, and I say today is Monday or today is Tuesday, that's going to be true, right? If it happens to be true that today is Monday, and I say today is Monday or today is Tuesday, that statement is true. That's why true or false gives me true, but true and false gives me false. Okay, so now if I do this, what am I doing? I'm saying, so this does it, this is a vector of trues and falses, and this is a vector of trues and falses, and it's going to do this kind of comparison element by element. So the first element of this vector compared to the first element of this vector. So the first element of this vector is false, and the first element of this vector is true, but I'm using and, so it's false and true. We saw when you use and one of them is false, then the whole thing is false. And then false and true, false, and so every time it's going to give me false as the result, because I have basically, I'm doing this repeatedly, so I'm getting false, except for the NA. Okay? So we get that. Okay, getting confused yet? So what are we trying to do? We're trying to assign elder, right? But, I'm sorry, we're trying to assign middle-aged, and when. If somebody's age is greater than 55 and less than 75, we're going to assign middle age. So we're going to put this inside, I just copied that, inside, first of all we want to make it middle-aged, and we're going to put that, we're going to put it in here. So, of course, it's going to be false every time except for the NA, so we're never going to actually change it. So if we check again, check leadership again, we still haven't changed anything, right? Now, finally, we need a condition, so I'm going to ask you to do that, for assigning when they are young. And but the cutoff is if they're younger than 55. So you do that, I'll stop the video and come back, and you should have it done before you check the video. So you want to assign if they're less than 55, you want to assign you want to change age to be young, not these numbers.